never close them. I paint the ceiling black so I don't notice when my eyes are open. I paint the ceiling black so I don't notice when my eyes are open. Somewhere south of Tallahassee, a teenage boy with a summer job. He's driving grown men around a golf course. He's going home to a manicured lawn and digging holes in his manicured lawn. I think I was born bored. I think I was born blue. I think I was born wanting more. I think I was born already missing you. But my heart is like a claw machine. Its only function is to reach it. Can't hold on to anything. No, I can't hold on to anything. When my best friend started driving, we never went to class. The worst part of the car crash was talking to her dad. I said I wasn't scared, but I was faking it. You know it's a mistake when it's me who's making it. It's always the wrong thing when it's me who's saying it. Andromeda's a big wide open galaxy. Nothing in it for me except my heart that's lazy. Running for my own life now. I'm really turning some time. Looking up to the sky for something I may never find. Stop calling. It's time to let me be. If you think you can save me, I dare you to try. Let me in if I break, and be quiet if I shatter. Get tired of looking, you know that I hate the game. Don't wanna waste any more time. You know I've been holding on. Love is calling. It's time to give to you something you can hold on to. I dare you to
It's been a long, long time since I've memorized your face. It's been 4 hours now since I've wandered through your place. And when I sleep on your couch, I feel very safe. And when you bring the blankets, I cover up my face. I do love you. I do love you. And when you play guitar, I listen to the strings buzz. The metal vibrates underneath your fingers.
This should be pretty easy.
A dash of blood.
Well, this is gonna be delicious. What's that thing behind the stove? Oh! Oh no, I just poured a bunch of water.
You love chicken.
You guys, I'm like an archaeologist. Oh my god, in my eye. Oh, there's more! Here she is. Try this meat.
Give her a taste.
I want it to be a vegetable. A vegetable? That's really delicious. Now kiss.
It looks good.
Mine was special.
Oh,
Do you give higher ratings just because I never cook?
Yeah.
So, mother-son relationship.
I give honest evaluations of food. A little weird casserole role play. What's Caroline into? She likes to make me Midwestern dishes and pretend she's my mother.
The whole stick is definitely green. We'll be slicing the onion, and I won't be using any eyewear because I'm from Philly. I'm not a bitch.
I'll kick you, bitch!
And then cheese.
You've been cooking in the kitchen like a good girl.
It's a boy.
Tomatoes? Get over here, Daniel. Oh, you enable her too much. Oh my God.
This is your first tap.
What?
Perfect.
Careful. Not an oven fire. Excuse me. Ah! Why would you do that right when I'm putting this in? This is my new cooking stream. Just concentration. Alrighty. Exercise, getting us into the space to be ready to cook. Nope. To make this soup that we are making tonight. Okay. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Unique New York. Unique New York. Unique New York. Okay. What the heck? Hold on. Hold on. I don't know why this always happens. Even when I think I get it fixed. Okay. Let's just try. Yeah, baby. Okay. See, when it does this. Why can't I figure this shit out? Oh, God. Okay, I don't know why. It's not freaking wanting to work. What happens if I do that? No. God damn it. Okay. Let's try other stuff. God, I'm sweating. Okay, this music is very calming. Okay, so if I do that, and then I go there. Freaking heck. Oh, God almighty. Okay, that's cool. No worries. No worries. I'm like, please tell me I don't have to click out of OBS. You know what? While I'm working on this, hey everybody, how's it going? Oh God, why is this so fucking stupid? Everybody talk about things that they like. What's something that you like? God damn it. Will, you home? Is that you? Dude, my camera's doing this thing where it doesn't want to work. Yeah, freaking heck. Oh my God, I'm literally dripping in sweat. Okay, why is that now? You brought me flour. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, I can't. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I walked his little ass. Bro, why does it say? Okay. Can you take a look at this? Sometimes when you touch it, then it works. No, that's my kitchen setup. Sometimes it's like when you come in and then you do the same thing that I do, and then it works. Yeah, this one is not freaking. Okay, camera. OBS. Cam link. Nope. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Wait, what? I don't understand.
Is it working now?
Somehow. Hold on. I don't know. It changes the video. Look, there I am.
Yeah.
And it changes it every time. So that's video device 4. Like, I always have to reopen new video devices because, like, where's, I don't even know if I have a video device 4. Okay. Go to full screen. Oh my god, I'm sweating.
Copy it.
Copy.
Go into your React.
I just hit paste. Paste.
Now scale it.
Bro, why? But why?
I don't know.
Well, why? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why it's always a different thing. Oh my god, I'm dripping in sweat right now. Are you warm?
No.
You're not warm?
No.
Okay. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna get this figured out. Okay, so this is the one that's working. There's like so many other crazy things. Bro. Okay, wait, there's an echo? Hello? Why is the mic fucked? Oh, wait. I got it. Hold on. Okay. Bruh? Also sweat when stressed. Well, I'm just sweaty. I've just been like kind of sweaty already. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know why it does this. Why does it change? I don't know. I'm gonna text David or Nico about this. I'm not gonna try to figure it out with chat right now. Sweat it out, girl. Ooh, I'm sweaty. Like, Will, come here. Oh, I'm so sorry. Never mind. No, it's okay. It's okay. Well, I was just saying, feel my neck. Why am I dripping in sweat?
No, I don't have answers.
Help! Okay. I got the freaking tech sweats. Did he bring you a flower? Yeah, he brought me an orchid. Very sweet. Water. Okay. Okay, friggin' heck, it's good to see you. It's good to see you guys. Valerie, thank you for the 16 months. Blue Wall, thank you for the 11 months. Unjol, thank you for the 20 months. Ars, thank you for the 3. Leo Cat, thank you for the 5. My Bourbon Pod, thank you for the 25. Hammock, thank you for the 2. Silver Joysticks, thank you for the 18. John Michael, thank you for the 31. Lady Arkiana, thank you for the 3. Rambling Ambrose, thank you for the 6. Shoddy, thank you for the 19. Katie, thank you for the 35. Okay. Whoa. Anon, thank you so much for the 5 gifteds. Justy Rhodes, thank you for the 5. I thought we were making crab rangoon pizza. No, I couldn't. Okay. Just hold on. Anon, thank you for another. Thank you. Thank you. Who else am I forgetting? And Marshy, thank you for the 14 months. Valerie, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. All right. So, I'm going rogue today. That's what we're doing. I have decided there are a lot of things in my pantry and my fridge And I think it's a special skill to be able to not get groceries and not follow recipe, but be able to make something, a delicious, delectable meal out of what you have in the kitchen. Are we 9-day-old Thai takeout maxing? I don't know. We'll see. So here's the plan. Here's the plan, boys. Slop dinner incoming. Yeah, but make it fancy slop. We're going to go to the kitchen setup, and I'm going to just tell you things that I have. And we're going to see what we can come up with. And I might call my dad because he's really good at kind of kitchen sink style leftovers, whatever you got on hand, and he makes delicious things out of it. So I might call him, ask for some advice. But otherwise, maybe crab rangoon pizza is still on the menu. Maybe we'll see what we have. We will see what we have. College meals? Yeah. I'm using fancy language though, like fridge foraging. Fridge foraging. Dinner a la improvisation. You know? Filibuster, thank you for the 25 months. Anomalous Daniel, thank you for the 6 months. Also, I yesterday played pickleball again, and my body is in so much pain that when I went to go see a movie last night with Will and we had to climb these stairs, I was like latched onto his back like a creature trying to get up these stairs and making very scary noises, and people kept looking over. And I kept being like, it's just pickleball. But boy, oh boy, was that a sight to see. What movie did I watch? We went to see Project Hail Mary in the IMAX theater. And it was awesome. And I don't care what anyone says. I had a great time. I love me a puppet little cute guy. It was cinema. I love the practical effects. I love me some Gosling, some Sandra Hüller. I did not read the book. I did not know anything about the story. So whatever criticism people have, I'm kind of doing one of those. I saw the movie and I had a great time. Was Gosling the cute puppet guy? No, that would be Rocky. Rocky was the movie. I need Rocky. I need Rocky. I need him. It was a great film, though. I thought it was great. And, you know, I liked the Hope Core. I like the Hope Core wholesome, kind of silly, but with some serious moments type of vibes. I prefer movie first than books, so I don't have expectations. Honestly, me too. And I'm not a super big sci-fi reader, so when it comes to sci-fi films, I probably haven't read the book. But anyway, I thought it was beautiful. The visuals. There is the one sequence in the film when they're in the Petrova line, the infrared line of energy. That I was sitting there. I was literally sitting there in the theater, like, and we were in the 5th row because we got the last 2 seats. So actually, pretty lucky we got 5th row still. And it was just like the screen is so big. And it's so like, raw. And I was just like, this is awesome. That movie made me feel excited for movies in theaters. The experience of watching a movie in a theater. The one moment when it goes silent, like the audio in the film intentionally goes completely quiet. And in this fully packed theater, no one was breathing. It was like everybody held their breath. They didn't want to be the person who coughed or made a sound. Was it a 70 mil? It was 70 mil. Yeah. Did Will enjoy it too? Oh yeah. Yeah, he loved it. You could hear pin drop, as they say. Here's what I would say. Go into the film. Don't read any stuff beforehand. Don't get in like the discourse. Especially if you haven't read the book. Like I went in and I didn't even really know what the film was about. So I just had a really enjoyable time. And I definitely smoked weed before. I definitely partook. And it was fun. That's the shit I'm talking about, you know? So yeah, going in with zero expectations, really not knowing anything. Really not knowing. The only thing I knew is that they had used practical effects, that they made the puppet. I was like, what's the puppet? I don't know. I kept waiting for the puppet. I was like, the only thing I read was this puppet. Where's this puppet? Where's the puppet? How could you not? Exactly. Orc, thank you for the 37 months. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know if I have anything particularly deep to say on the film, because I don't think it was like necessarily that deep, but it was a lovely story of like different intergalactic species working together, and it's very hopecore and it's very wholesome, and it's a pretty easy film, even with a lot of the sci-fi stuff in it. Yeah. So honestly, I had a great time. I had a really great time. Hopefully if we find intelligent life out there, they're kind of nice. I mean, humanity is not really kind of nice that often. So I do feel like bar's kind of low. So whatever life be out there, there's a good chance that it is kinder than what we currently got going on. And I think the one line though in the movie that did stick with me is when Sandra Hüller was like, nations will have to work together with the food scarcity, and they will not. Basically acknowledging the not nice, not compassion, not working together when there's a global crisis. It was like, so we have to as individuals do something, because like in this particular context, Sandra Hüller was so good. I mean, that's my fucking queen, okay? That's my blunt, dry as hell German queen. And the karaoke scene, I was living for it, okay? I'm just saying, I was living for that. Are we in spoiler zone? No. We got a sample size of one of how intelligent species might act. Yeah. She did not sing. No, she does not sing Dear Theodosia. Okay. Anywho, go see it. It's a great film to see in the theaters. And as Ryan Gosling said, it's not up to moviegoers to save the theaters. It's up to filmmakers. It's up to the people who are making the movies to give people a reason to go to the theater. And I really appreciate that sentiment. I do. Because it's like, yeah, I don't want to go see some fuck ass slop, some, I don't know, just regurgitation of IP that is schlocky and sloppy, and there's no care in it at all. So yeah, it's like, it's not up to the theater goers. It's up to the people making movies and giving people a reason to go to the theater and have their butts in seats. Are you planning on seeing Ready or Not 2? I already saw it, actually. Sam and I went and saw it. I had a good time. Didn't love it as much as the first one, but I still had a good time. Make good movies, give new ideas a chance. People will go and fill seats. Yeah. Is it safe to see with my dad? Oh, yeah. It would be a really fun one to see with your dad. Not even knowing your dad, but that would be a fun movie to see with your dad. Butts and seats, baby. Excess like you. Thank you for the 24 months. Orange Guy. Thank you for the 11 months. Jen, thank you for the 42 months. What happened with Wuthering Heights? We made plans 4 different times to see Wuthering Heights. And it never happened. But we did go see Ready or Not 2. And I got Sam's an A-lister now. I told her, I was like, trust. This is where it's at. Okay? Being an AMC A-lister. And then you get a shout out every single time too. They shout you out. They say a special thanks to our AMC A-listers. And you can raise your hand and go, that's me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Did you see They Will Kill You? I have not seen that. I have not seen that yet. I heard it got mixed reviews though. What else have I seen? Movie was saw this very bizarre film, but I can't remember what it's called right now. Very strange. I have to remember what it's called and see if anyone has seen it. Okay. Any other things that I have for you guys? Forbidden fruit's not near me. Not like this. I heard it's not even gay. What? Jiff, thank you for the 28 months. Can't believe it's not even gay. Applied to jobs today. I had to check a box on my resume to not be reviewed by AI. Does Farley have any tips dealing with this? He says, go poop on it. That's his tip. I was taking him on a walk earlier and he broke out from his collar. He didn't run anywhere, but we were walking and he was rolling around. I was like, come on. And then somehow he figured out how to just get out of his collar. I was like, oh, have you been able to do this the whole time? Because he wanted to roll around in the TT in the grass. And I was like, come on, let's go. Come on. No more TT rolling. You just got a shower. No more TT rolling. And then I watched him get out of his collar and leash setup. I was like, oh, okay. So what happens when we're not here? Do you practice how to do these things so when the moment arrives, you are prepared? He's like, no. I'm going to stay rolling in this TT. So it's time to use these skills that I have taught myself. Yeah, clever girl. Clever. He did the dramatic reveal we had broken out of the handcuffs minutes before. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. So you've been able to do this the whole time. I know you don't cover politics all the time. I mean, I do, except usually on Sundays. I try to have this as a non-politics day. But yes, I have seen that the UN, yes. Yeah. What's my opinion on the potential of using nukes in Iran? Not good. Go watch Project Hail Mary in IMAX. Yeah. We'll talk about that tomorrow though. But yeah, my take on it is fuck that. Fuck it. Fuck that. Fuck that. Nukes are bad. You know, the one time that we've used them, one and only time in history. And how really not good that was. And also unnecessary. Yeah. Okay, let's move over to the kitchen because I would like to start film class no later than 7. So let's, I don't know. I don't even know how long this is going to take me in the kitchen because we're going full improv. I'm studying abroad and trying to get my shit together. The Sunday streams are helping me a lot. So thank you. I got you. We are here to talk about the danger of nukes this Sunday. Okay. All right. Let's move over there. Let's do it. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. All right. Oh, that was fast. Oh, see, it always does it fast and then it doesn't do it fast. Okay. Oh, my legs. Oh. Okay, I gotta pull up my. Oh, shit balls, fucker, mother effer, mother effer. Pull up my chat. Okay. Pull up my chat. Why is my iPad not working? Okay. Look at this that Will just got me. He brought me a whole ass orchid home. What a sweet, sweet man. Why the fuck is this not turning on? Okay, and then let me do that. Boom. Move that back. Is my iPad finally cooked after all these years? We'll see. Is it edible? Well, only one way to find out. Only one way to find out. Just kidding. But we do have one ingredient if we need it. All right. So make sure to repot it in orchid bark and snip any bad roots. If not, the plant won't last. Is that why they always die? Even though the whole thing with an orchid is supposed to last for a long time, but then it dies. What is the blue stuff on top of that shelf? Blue stuff. Oh, those are gloves. Okay, my iPad has turned on, so now I can pull up. There you go. That looks nice. Okay. Okay, let me pull that up. There we go. And then I'll have my chat. Okay. All right. So I think we should start off by me. I'm just gonna look in the fridge and the pantry. Yeah? Should I just shout some stuff out? A little quick inventory. Okay. So damn, this looks horrible in here. I'm gonna do some fridge orgo. Some fridge organization. Okay, we have fully uncooked, fully cooked, uncured bacon. Uncooked bacon. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Okay, so we've got that. Some of the stuff, ew, gross. That is leftover. That is leftover filling for dumplings, which I think is probably a month old at this point. So gross. Note to self, clean that. Okay, let's see what else we got in here. I'm actually kind of scared. I'm actually kind of scared because I don't know what. Oh! This is also a stream just called "I Clean Out My Fridge." That was horrifying. It's also horrifying. I don't even know what that is. Gross. Okay. And then we have some yogurt. I think that's probably still good. Okay, we got some Trader Joe's meals. Ground beef. Let's see. One of these is defo expired, but one of them is not. So we've got some ground beef. So far, we have uncooked bacon and horrifying leftovers. Yeah. I feel like I do clean out my fridge pretty regularly. Okay, we have some carrots. That could be good. There's some old cheese. Lots of old cheese. Veggies. Okay, some old leftover asparagus. Is it moldy cheese? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this shit. I think this was from Sam's birthday when we did a charcuterie board and had some leftover brie. When was Sam's birthday? It was a long time ago. Yeah, I mean, I can also just tell visually looking at this that that's probably not good. So, okay. I see Pedialyte on the door for when you inevitably get food poisoning. Okay. We got some. I have a little bit of mashed potatoes and some bread in here. Y'all eating out all the time? No, usually, okay, so during the week, I'll have like sandwich. We get a lot of stuff from Trader Joe's, like the pre-made food from Trader Joe's, leftovers, expired. I don't think the Pedialyte's expired. I think that's still good. Okay, I do have some Celsius, but that's not for dinner. Okay, this is the leftover pizza from Pizza Friday. So 2 nights ago, when we did Pizza Friday. Okay. And then the freezer has a lot of just like Trader Joe's frozen food. What proteins and veggies do you have? Okay, I have this uncooked bacon. We have ground beef. You have mashed potatoes and ground beef. You can make a meat pie or something. Yeah, I think these mashed potatoes should still be good. There's not much of them though. There's just a little bit. This is from when we went out to dinner last Saturday. So I think that's fine. And then veggies, I have some carrots. You could do a Trader Joe's buffet. I just heat up frozen Trader Joe's food. Do you have tortillas? Maybe some white people tacos? Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna look in the pantry after this. All right, and then just like a mix of sauces and stuff. And then other veggies. Got a little leftover spinach, which expired 2 weeks ago. I think it mostly looks good though. Wait, March 13th, that's what's the date today? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's just spinach. That's not, you know, dairy or anything. That'll be fine. And then in the pantry, let's see, we have some classic pasta. Okay. I hate this dinner. We haven't even made anything yet. Classic pasta. Oh, we do have some pita. I think this is still good. Okay, wait, we're kind of cooking because we have this ground beef. I could make like something with the yogurt. Okay. And then the bacon. Okay, we got some stuff here. I have some pine nuts. I don't know if I want to use that. Oh, we have tuna. Classic tuna. I'm just pulling stuff out. It's not like I'm necessarily going to use these things. Stuff the pitas with spaghetti. Okay, that seems kind of crazy. We got some flaxseed corn tortilla chips. Turkish yogurt ground beef pasta. See, that sounds pretty fire. What's the expiration date on the tuna? It's tuna, so like 2028, you know? Cook bacon, then bacon and ground beef in pitas. Cook in bacon fat, make a yummy yogurt sauce. See, there's a potential. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Got any tomato paste? Yeah, we have this. Okay, I have that carbonara. So, I mean, there is the basic spaghetti and sauce, but I'm trying, oh, we have light tuna as well. Okay. We have light tuna. We have some green chile enchilada sauce. Or what did I say, tomato paste? I don't know. Okay, toss the mashed potatoes. It's only a little bit too. Spaghetti and tuna sauce. Would that be good? All right. And then it's just kind of random ass. I have some dried chili pepper. Okay. I'm gonna call my dad. Call my father and see if he has ideas. Now that we have a better idea. People are calling this an AI generated recipe. I haven't even figured out what I'm making. He's probably in the middle of cooking something delicious, so, you know. Hi, Dad. You are on stream.
I'm on stream.
Yes, because
Okay.
I need some advice.
Sure.
Okay.
What sort of advice?
So I'm doing my cooking stream, and tonight I decided to do something different, which is no recipe, no groceries. So I'm using what I have found.
Leftovers?
What?
You're using what's in the fridge?
I'm using what's in the fridge and in the pantry. It's called foraging.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you some things that I have, or you can pull up the stream, but I can just tell you too. Since I told my stream, I remember growing up, were very good at making things out of things that we had, out of, you know, repurposing leftovers, but shoozing them up a little bit, or just looking at, it's kind of like a math problem, you know?
Yeah. Well, but 80% of the time it was really easy because it was just, you know, we would. Do you have any leftover rice?
Do I have leftover rice? I don't have any leftover rice.
Because really, I'm best with leftovers, with like making fried rice.
Yeah, you did make some. We did have some fire fried rice. Okay, here's what I'm working with.
Okay.
All right. So we have bacon. I have carbonara sauce. I have pasta. I have ground beef, carrots, tuna, enchilada sauce, pita. Okay, so you're getting an idea here. I think.
Wait. So
Yeah,
you have ground beef.
I have ground beef.
You have tomato sauce, you said?
I do have tomato sauce.
And you have enchilada sauce?
Yeah, but we don't have to use everything. These are just some options, you know.
And you have cheese?
The cheese situation is a little sketchy, but I have some mozzarella.
Okay. you have
This actually looks
mozzarella.
good. Okay, the mozzarella is good. And then I
You
have
tuna.
I have tuna. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you thinking like a tuna mozzarella bacon?
No.
Oh,
Maybe bacon and the beef.
okay.
And what else you got? You got well, what do you have?
Oh wait,
in
we
terms
got
of
some.
like a
I have some ciabatta rolls.
ciabatta rolls.
I have some ciabatta rolls. I have some incredibly hard avocados. Some cherry tomatoes. So ciabatta rolls, cherry tomatoes. Do you think we do something with the ciabatta?
Do you have any onions?
I have some old garlic and some old ginger.
Old garlic and old,
Old ginger, but I don't think I have a fresh onion.
You don't.
Well, I don't even have an old onion. Hello?
Let's see. What's in your freezer? You got any like vegetables or?
You know how I feel about vegetables, but I have a lot of frozen food from Trader Joe's.
Oh, you mean like the stuff you microwave? And you eat?
Yes, but
Oh,
I
it's
do
prepared
have
foods.
a half a bag of super sweet corn that is probably freezer burned, but yes, there's a lot of these
Half a
Trader
bag.
Joe's frozen meals.
Oh, yeah, forget that. Okay.
Okay.
So do you have any pasta?
I have pasta, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
Okay.
Well, how much ground beef do you have?
I have 1 pound.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can make meatball ciabatta rolls.
Ooh, wait, that sounds fire.
Like a meatball sub. So you use
Love a meatball
ciabatta.
sub. Love
So
a
you have
meatball sub.
So you have tomato sauce, right?
I got tomato sauce, yeah.
Is it sauce or is it whole tomatoes or crushed tomatoes?
It's sauce. It's robust roasted garlic sauce.
Okay.
Would that work?
Yeah, you can make a like a tomato or a spaghetti sauce with that.
Okay, so how do I make the meatballs?
Well, okay. So your ground beef is it thawed? It's
Yes.
not frozen. Is it?
No. It's fresh.
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 Okay. Do you have like breadcrumbs? In your pantry? Do you have like
Breadcrumbs.
any? Whether panko or breadcrumbs, or do you got any old, or you have bread?
I feel like I gotta have. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Baking powder. I got some Bisquick. Okay, I got Bisquick. I don't see any. Cup of noodle. Let me see. I don't see any Wait. Oh no, that's cornstarch. That's cornstarch. I don't see any breadcrumbs. Would Bisquick work?
No.
No.
That's flour.
Okay.
All right. You don't have a loaf of bread?
I got the ciabatta rolls.
Okay. How many ciabatta rolls do you have?
There's 4 of them. The only bread that I have in here, I don't think it would work because it's like the multi-grain Trader Joe's.
Well, that'll work.
Really?
I mean, so what you want to do is to make meatballs. Wait, do you have any milk in your fridge?
Do I have milk? I have some almond creamer.
No, you don't want to use almond. You can just use water.
Okay.
All right, so you don't have like half and half or heavy cream, nothing like that.
Dude, I freaking had some heavy cream and then I think Will threw it out. Wait. I do, but let me see. Best by March 21st.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine?
Yeah, it's only a week past, right?
Yeah, I have yogurt. I have non-fat plain yogurt.
Oh, that could work also.
Okay.
So, but you don't have an onion. You don't have a shallot or a...
No.
Yeah, okay. But you got spices. You have like...
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to make some meatballs.
Yeah.
So, so you take your ciabatta.
Okay. Ciabatta rolls. Check.
I guess I'm trying to think for a pound of ground beef. I mean, I guess maybe just. Maybe like you think the ciabatta roll could make at least like a cup's worth of breadcrumbs, you think?
Yeah, they're pretty
Big?
pretty big. I also have pita.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, yeah, so you take your ciabatta roll and either like break it up with your fingers into small bits or pieces, or
Okay.
or if you have a food processor, you can, try to process it.
Okay.
But you just want to like, kind of create like breadcrumbs with it.
And then you mix
Okay.
that with the ground beef.
Mix it with the ground beef and some heavy cream. Usually you add enough milk or cream to the breadcrumbs just to moisten it.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's not like I can't tell you that. Let's say you have like a cup of breadcrumbs, maybe then you add maybe like a quarter or third cup of milk or something, kind of get them moist.
I have eggs too.
Yeah, you're gonna need probably I would say just one egg.
Okay. Okay.
So those are sort of like the binders
Okay.
for the
For
ground
the-
beef. Yeah. Use 1 or 2 eggs with the breadcrumbs soaked in milk. Mix that in with the ground beef, and then you want to season your ground beef.
Yeah.
Salt, pepper, onion powder, maybe garlic powder.
Okay.
Italian seasoning, or do you have any like dried oregano, things like that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Yeah, you season it, and then you mix it all up like it's the beef and the bread, the eggs, the seasonings, and then you make your meatballs.
Okay.
And you don't want to pack it hard. You don't want to just make balls kind of loosely, and then you're gonna. Easiest way is to either bake them in the oven or fry them in a pan. Okay.
Okay. How long does that take?
I think just like 25 minutes.
Oven and pan?
Well, what I would do is, so you make your meat mixture, right?
Yep. Yep.
And then you're going to make your sauce.
Okay.
Okay. So you can take your tomato sauce and again, all you need is some olive oil, and you see you have some old garlic.
I got some old garlic, but I do have this garlic sauce. The roasted garlic pasta sauce.
Roasted garlic pasta sauce.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's from Carbone, a robust roasted garlic sauce. It's got.
So it's ready to. It's meant to be eaten as is.
I think so.
Okay.
I think we got it all in here.
Oh well. Okay. So what I like to do is, so you make your meatballs, right?
Yeah.
And then, you can pan fry them, right?
Okay.
And then I like to put it in the sauce and simmer it for you get your sauce kind of to a simmer, and then you throw your meatballs in there for another 15 minutes.
Okay.
So that ensures that it's
Cooking in that.
That ensures it's cooked all the way through, and some of the sauce gets into the meat and so forth.
Okay.
And then you take your ciabatta rolls and cut them in half, put some butter on it.
And then bada bing, bada boom, baby.
Bada bing, yeah. You toast your ciabatta rolls with the butter side down, and
Okay.
then add your meatballs and
And then
cheese.
and put on that mozzarella, and then boom.
Boom.
Okay, I'm gonna try this. I kind of forgot some things you said, but I think I overall.
Yeah, you get the gist.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
Okay. Stay tuned.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you for your expertise and your advice.
Okay.
Okay.
You're welcome. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Okay, you guys, I remembered about half of what he said. So we got you. I know you do. So first we need some we need some breadcrumbs. We need some breadcrumbs. So I'm gonna take one of these ciabatta rolls. Hold on a second. Ugh. No, we're doing no recipe. This is all improv, and by that, I called my dad and asked him what to do. But the whole point of this, the whole point is that we're not doing a recipe. We're just kind of, this is definitely not the right knife, but you know, if it works, it works. We're just freaking going for it, man, you know? You know. Okay, so I think I should probably toast the breadcrumbs for a bit in the oven. Should I maybe I drizzle some olive oil, throw this bad boy throw that bad boy in there, give it a little toasty toast. Just kind of do that. I don't know, whatever. Needs to be, oh, no olive oil. Okay. Well, it's too late, baby, yeah, it's too late. Love your pickleball skirt, thanks. Okay. Put that in the oven. Get it all toasted. With the ingredients you had, I would have made BBQ bacon burgers. See, isn't that fun though? There's so many different things you could make. You could have also done the tuna with green chili enchilada sauce, thrown it into one of these pita pockets, boom, done. Okay, so meatballs. Oh! All right, so we're not using this pasta. I'm gonna put that over there. Yes, the oven is on. She's cooking. I just set it to 325, just to give it a little toasty moment. Bread in at 1:08 stream time. Okay, great. This is fun. Isn't this fun? Isn't this fun? We're just kind of going for it. Oh, I have 2% on my phone. Shit. Oh my God. Do I have an apron? No, I don't. I don't know where any of the aprons are. I think they're probably somewhere in the laundry room. Okay, what should I do right now? Should I, first let's decide on this heavy whipping cream. It smells a little weird, but I think it's okay. Because I think heavy whipping cream just kind of smells like it's dairy. I really don't think it smells that bad. Okay, let me put this bread back. This spinach away. We're gonna keep the bacon out just in case. I'll throw away the 2 ounces of a little bit of mashed potatoes. Pour it slowly and make sure it's not curdled. I think it's good. There's only, I mean, because I'd use this for another recipe, so there's like this much left. But I can also use the yogurt if we need to. If it's not chunky or sour, it's fine. I think it's fine because it's not sour. It's not chunky. I think I would know if it were curdled. Okay. So let me now, that is not really that toasted. Okay, so here's the ground beef. Should I put this in a separate bowl? Because I got to do my breadcrumbs and then I'm going to mix it in. So I think we should do, so we get the meat, and then we do breadcrumbs. What was the other stuff that he said? Breadcrumbs, egg. The egg goes with the breadcrumbs. Same with the heavy whipping cream, I think. Frick. I literally don't even remember. And seasoning. Bread, milk, eggs, seasonings. I'm actually so excited to see how it turns out. Yeah. 1 egg, onion, garlic powder, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning. Okay. So here's my meat. Meat in the bowl. Meat in the bowl. Meat in the bowl. Okay, that's really crazy. Oh my God. Why is this always so child-proofed? This is raw meat. This is 1 pound of raw. It's raw. It's raw. It's fucking raw. Okay. Me. Welcome to Dinner and a Movie. Tonight, Caroline is making meatball. Yes. Tonight, I'm making meatball. This is bowl in a meat. Meat in a bowl. This is meat in a bowl so far. So good. All right, let me get my spices. We have thyme. We have nothing but thyme. Oregano. I think I should have. My legs! Oh, I don't know if I can get up. Cayenne, coriander. Where's my, Italian? Oh, geez, that is so painful. Onion powder, garlic powder. I have bought so much onion powder, but I do not know it is. Here it is. Leg day, it was leg day, and then I did pickleball. Onion powder, garlic powder, oregano. Salt, pepper, and where is my salt? Oh, here. See, why are there random ass seasonings in here? Okay. So we got the seasons. Okay. What do you recommend for using up random frozen meat? I got a bunch of pork and chicken. You make a meat lovers thing. Something with the... See, this is what this cooking stream is all about. It's all about encouraging us to use what we got. Okay, is this done? I'm gonna give that, needs a couple more minutes. Oh, God, I'm already tired. Okay. So, now what? Let me get my pan. Here's my pan. I'm gonna use this for when we put the meatballs. When we cook a meatball, grind the meat together, make a meatloaf. There you go. Pork and chicken, do a spicy cream cheese sauce with pasta or rice. See, our community has hella suggestions. Plenty of suggestions. Okay, here's our mozzarella. I guess we're not using this tuna. Maybe next time, though. Maybe next time we do a tuna surprise. Is the bread toasting? Yes, I'm gonna give it one more minuto. And then, should I put the egg in here or should I put the egg with the breadcrumbs? With the egg, the whipping cream, and the breadcrumbs. Or I just put it all in here. I just kind of like, choo, 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 choo. Okay, so I'm gonna put the egg in here now with the meat. Egg with the meat. Here's one egg. Okay, good. Meat and egg and then the crumbs. Meat and egg and then the crumbs. Put the whipping cream with the breadcrumbs and then into the meat. Should I get my little food processor thing? Where's my little food processor guy? This thing is always, ow, oh my God. Where's my little food processor guy? Oh, acha, acha-cha-cha, acha-cha-cha. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get this out. Okay. Whew. Whew. Now, maybe I can just probably rip it up. Whew, yep. Yep, hot. Okay, where is my freaking... Where's that freaking shit? Oh my God. Where's it hiding from me? Oh, it's right here. Perf. Let's just throw the bread in this to make it all crummy. Plants. Okay, so a little food processing magic. Yeah, all right. So I'm gonna rip this up into bits. Wow, this does smell good though. Honestly, I could just do the ciabatta. I think if I just served Will this ciabatta, I was like, this is what I made, he'd go, yeah, that's about what I expected. Okay. All right, we got some freaking breadcrumbs. Wait, this actually freaking worked. You guys, homemade breadcrumbs. And by homemade, I mean, I didn't make the bread, but okay, here we go. See? See? Yes. All right. So now, what do? I've got the meat in here with an egg. Put in a separate bowl with the cream. Okay. Oh, this smells so good. It smells so good. All right. See that? So now I do some cream. How much cream do we want to put in? Now get it moist. Small amount. Small amount, like a tablespoon. Just a little bit. Like that. A clit of cream. Okay, just enough to work the breadcrumbs. Yeah, I might need a little bit more. I think it needs a little bit more. Okay. All right. Now we're working. Get your hands in there. Okay, it feels like a good amount. This is an interesting cooking exercise called asking a question and having a few thousand people respond all at once. So, they've never done a cooking show like this before. It's like when you're watching one of those cooking shows where people are really bad and you're screaming at the TV. But this time, they actually can hear you. Okay, now we go boom in here. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, right? And then we mix. Okay. Yep. Okay. Here go the breadcrumbs. Into the bowl with the meat and the egg. And I'm gonna put some spices in and then get my hands in there and okay. Some oregano. All right. Here's some onion powder. This onion powder is you just gotta kind of warm it up a little bit, you know? Okay. This is really like hard. This is hard, not really coming out. All right, that's good. A little garlic, little, it's called just totally. Also pepper, not really. Okay, all right. Not really wanting to come out either. And then salt. How much salt? Who the fuck knows? Okay, multiple pinches. It's gotta be good. Also, maybe some Italian seasoning, just for fun. Okay, here's what we're working with. See that? Great. You need weight. Well, who the fuck knows amount of salt? Now, am I being white here? Is my white half showing? Is it still under seasoned? Do I need to season more? Am I like, that's plenty of seasoning? And my white lady is showing? That seems like a lot. Is my Irish side showing where I was like, these are enough spices to kill my entire lineage? More seasoning. More! Okay, that's so many. I can put in more later if I need to. The onion powder is concerning. Yeah. I think it's just really hard. Oh, it just needs to be broken up. Gotta conserve enough spices to survive the brutal winter. Yeah, these spices have to last for generations. Oh, that's better. Okay. All right, now we're gonna mix it up. Gross. Get it all together. Oh, there goes a chunk of it. Okay. Okay. The spices must flow. We don't have enough spice. Yeah, this is pretty sick nasty. Pretty sick nasty, and I don't have an apron. And this is definitely a recipe where I could use an apron. Okay. I think this is good. Because it looks pretty evenly mixed. So I think I should just like I'm just gonna make some meatballs while my hands are still in here. It's ball time. Yeah. So is this good size? Or is that huge? We're putting the balls on ciabatta bread to make meatball sandwiches. I guess the bigger they are, the longer they'll just take for them to cook. So maybe a little bit smaller if I want them for the Sammy. Not big enough to surround. Here it is. Bigger means longer. Yeah, I think this is good. Okay. So we'll just kind of do it this size. All right. This is the part that always kind of sucks because you just have to make all of them. All right, I'm just going to kind of try to... Private Pile, thank you for the 36 months. Luckily, it's only 1 pound. Bro, like, I just imagine trying to cook for a family of 10. Really just trying to cook for a family. There's no way. Just simply no way. How many do I think this is gonna make? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why would you imagine that? Because it sounds like hell. It's hard enough cooking for 1, maybe 2. Okay. That's what soup is for. Yeah. Any movie hints? Give me a second, because I want to get this cooking in the thing. Okay, once I put this in the pan. Oh wait, I kind of want to turn it. I kind of want to turn the pan on, but my hands have nasty ass shit. I'm just gonna do one of these. Okay, let's put that at medium. Let's cook her up. Let her cook. Phelamites have a crap load of holidays, so I'd have like 5 feast days. Yeah, it's just so much. You know? It's like, how would I keep other people alive. It would seriously just be, I'd be like, hey kids, we're having pasta again. We're just doing pasta again. All right, couple more, and then we're done. Great. This is a lot, but I guess I'd rather just kind of cook them up. Okay, and then yeah, you don't want. I don't think you want to make them too too compact, or else they'll be hard. So they're kind of loose, but I just have a little bit of extra meat here that I'm adding on. It's like a tumor. It's like, here you go. There's your tumor, there's yours. Okay. Boom, done. Meatballs, meatballed. Consider the meatballs meatballed. All right, now I'm gonna put some of this. Nice ball movement, thank you. My phone's about to die. So I gotta take this charger, give it a little charge. I'm on 1%. Okay, so let's put some of this in here. So we're gonna put some olive oil. All right. Okay. And then we've got medium high heat. Now, question. How long do I want to cook these bad boys? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 of them. So we want to cook them, and then as my dad was saying, take the sauce, simmer it, cook them. Okay, so we want to brown them. So brown them, then put them in the sauce. All right, brown them, and then sauce. Now, I don't really want to touch these again, so I'm going to try to grab a spoon. Since I just washed my hands. Brown them on all sides. Okay. Oh! Shit! Fuck. Okay, never mind. I have to touch them anyway. Da, 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 da. Hopefully these will all fit. Hopefully there's enough room. Don't want them doing crazy stuff. Don't be going crazy. Okay. And then, come on. Now this one can fit. I know it can. Ooh, okay, it actually smells good. Wait a sec. Okay, so we're browning them. Smells like it's working. You know what I mean? You know how sometimes you cook and you're like, I don't know if this is working. It does smell like it's working. I think it's gonna be fire. Okay, that goes in there. And then, where's my, ooh, I left the oven on because I'm gonna toast these bad boys. The meatballs are working so far. Since you have so many, you can cut one in half and taste it when it's done. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so my sauce, and then I'm gonna want to get them. I need like a thing. I need like this thing. Okay, let's look at one of these. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's, okay, yeah, whoa, whoa. Whoa! Let me turn it down a little bit, maybe. Woo! Okay, it's definitely browning. Now I just gotta turn them all. And this freaking oil is jumping out at me like a snake. Can't believe I don't have an apron. Whoa. Okay. All right, I mean, it looks like they're working though. Sorry, I don't have my phone with me to look at chat, but give me one sec. Give me one sec. I'm just gonna put a little bit more oil. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, we got a little bit of loose bits. Don't look at us. Did I stain? Oh shit! I got something on my shirt. I did. Wait, it's not a stain though. I think it was just a little loose bit. Yeah, I got my pickle skirt on. It's because the water from the balls is mixing with the oil. The hot balls. Hollow out the ciabatta roll. Oh, my dad is here. Hold on. Okay, wait. Okay, hollow out the ciabatta roll. And then Dad, I have this on medium. I have this on medium, little past medium hot, little medium. And then I'm browning the other side right now. And then you said I should simmer in the sauce. I know, I don't want to burn these balls. Try not to burn the balls. Hi, someone said, hi, Mr. Caroline. Okay, Dad, is this right? I'm browning these balls. How much should they be cooked? I'm browning them on all sides. Mr. Caroline. Trying not to burn these balls. All right, I think my dad is no longer here. I think I've brought great shame. Dishonor. Liquid Trains, thank you for the 10 months. All right, I'm just kind of trying to turn them. They're kind of hard though, because they're not like really balls. I'm trying to brown them on all sides, but they're not really wanting to. Carolyn, he said 10, oh, he said 10 minutes. Oh. 10 minutes for cooking in the sauce or for cooking them in the pan here? As long as all start the sauce. Okay. Should I use a different pan than this one? Okay. You should have the sauce going. Ah! No, that's not gonna work. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. 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 Hold on. Oh my god, my legs. Oh, this really feels like a real show now. Okay, that doesn't seem high enough. This one? Let's see. Just, I feel like I should just add the sauce to the same pan, no? I'm trying to see. Yeah, it's fine. What did he say? He said it's fine? Just add, it's fine. Okay, same pan. Okay. Okay, same, that's fine, that's fine. Dad, do I have to should I take the balls out first and put the sauce in, or can I just throw the sauce right in? Like, should I drain the grease out of here? Some of these still need to brown a little bit. Ah! Oh! Just drain the grease, add the sauce. Just throw it in. Okay. Not even drain. Just tossing it in. Okay. If you have a paper towel, you can say. All right, so we're gonna go for it. Some of this still needs a little browning, but okay. That makes it easier if I can just kind of toss it. Keep that grease. Hell yeah. All right, I think these are looking good. Depends on how much grease from the beef. It's not a ton. It's mostly the oil from the olive oil, but here, let me just grab this. Okay. Why do I feel like this is going to explode in my face or something? Oh, I'm trying not to crush the balls. It'll taste good. Okay. All right, now we're going sauce. We're turning the heat down. Turn the heat down. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. We're going sauce. Okay. We are sauced up. And we're going to kind of just coat these bad boys. Coat them. Try not to crush the ball. Yep. All right. Okay, so I have this on a low. I know, I can't believe I'm wearing an all white outfit. That's crazy. That is crazy town. Do I have anything on it yet? I don't know, probably. Put some water in that jar. Don't waste no sauce. Okay. All right. So we have this on low heat, yeah? Low heat is the way to be. Okay. And then we want 10 minutes where we want these simmering and saucing. Simmering and saucing. All right. Whew. God, why am I out of breath? Why am I out of breath? Holy shit. Okay. And now I gotta toast up some rolls. Yeah, let me cut these. Let me cut these rolls. Let me cut these rolls. Where is my knife to cut these rolls? I don't know, so I'll just have to grab. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Now, let me just get these prepped. What did he say? You want to hollow out the ciabatta? The reason that I'm pausing on giving movie hints right now is because I have to like explain. I have to really explain things, and it'll make sense once I explain. All right, this is a crazy knife to be doing this. Oh my God, you guys. There's that. This is gonna be good as frick. It's not a bread knife. That is correct. Going to give chat the talk. Yes, it's a different kind of talk though than talks I've given in the past where I'm like, all right, disclaimer on this film, it's a classic film, but there are parts of it that have not aged well, blah, blah, blah. It's a different kind of talk. Okay, so I'm gonna, what do you say, scoop out the ciabatta. I feel like this is some good bread though. I'm just gonna put it in there for now. So you scoop it out so that you can put the meatballs right in it. How long these meatballs been cooking? What do you say? Shit, this could have been the breadcrumbs. Shit, you're so right. I think I'm just gonna kind of mix that up in the sauce, leftover sauce, you know? Could have used, yep. I'm gonna use this bread because it's too good. It's too good to not use. Yeah, okay. And then I think we want to do what? A little bit of oil, a little bit of butter business. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then we've got our cheese. Wow, I can't believe this is actually, oh! This is actually coming together. I'm sorry, that was kind of dramatic. Sorry, I almost got taken out by the butter. That butter was coming for me. I thought her legs gave out. I mean, kind of that too. My legs just stopped working. They're like, oh, I don't think so. Okay. Also, I have quite possibly the most mismatched socks. I've got one gay sock. There's my one gay sock. And then I've got one pink sock. Yeah. All right, where's my olive oil? How are we doing over here? Okay. Okay. Let's put some butter. I'm gonna butter these. Wow, that is a lot of butter. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. But is the gay sock Lebanese? The pink sock is Lebanese. Okay. How much time have the meatballs been simmering? Shit. So together your feet are gay and Lebanese. Yeah. Nobody knows? Like 10 minutes? 9 minutes more? 9 minutes more for the balls? 9 minutes more for the balls. Okay. All right, I'm just buttering up. I'm buttering up all the different ciabattas here. And you know what? We're just gonna kind of, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, gotta let the balls cook. These are really buttered, but I do love butter. 50 kajillion minutes. I'm gonna put this away. You know what? I'm gonna have these carrots out because these are gonna be a side dish. The carrots I'm gonna serve on the side. And yeah, you can't have enough butter. You simply cannot have enough butter. In France, we believe there's no such thing as too much butter. Indeed. And we are doing as the French do. Okay. Open this fucking cheese. Buttered buns and saucy balls. I'm telling you, this is gonna hit. All right. Okay. Just getting our cheese ready to go. 1, 2, 3. God, I'm sweating. I am running around. This is hard. Some hard cooking. They've got little plastic things. Plus, I cleaned the counter. I cleaned the counter before I cooked. Okay, so should I put these in the oven now? I think I should, but I do need a towel for... Okay. All right. 1, 2. There's a hair on this. Gross. Let me move that over there. And then I'm going to sprinkle. Okay. We're going in with the bread. Move this around a little bit. Hopefully these are cooking. I don't know. The one good thing with red meat is that you don't have to cook it as perfectly as you do chicken. You know? You can kind of get away with a little bit more. Okay, wait, Dad, let me check your messages. Cover the pan, cover the pan, cover the pan. Cover the pan. Forgot to cover it. Cover it about 10 minutes. Okay, it has been cooking for like 10 minutes. Ground beef be a little different. Oh, well. All right, wait, let me see if I can find my meat thermometer. No, I got that somewhere around here. The Snark! Thank you for the 5 gifteds. Thank you so much. Has it been simmering? It has been simmering. Okay, perfect. Here's this bad boy. Told you guys I have one of these. Should I try it out? See what it's at? If you press it with your tongs and it's bouncy, it's cooked. If it's still mushy, hold on. It says 115. Okay, it's at 137. It's at 137. So we want it to be 160. Damn it, it's over 7 o'clock. I was gonna, really thought that I could make this by the time, if a restaurant serves medium burgers, it's because they grind their own beef. If they don't, they're not supposed to offer medium. Oh. All right, I'm gonna give this a couple minutes and then I'm gonna open one of them up. Like I'm Dr. Frankenstein. The lid will speed the process. I'm gonna cut her open. It's alive! That beef is from Happy Cows. The beef is from Happy Cows. And then, as soon as this bread is done, then I want to toast. I want to put the cheese on it. I think I probably want to throw it back in the oven to melt the cheese. Okay. Can definitely get away with any... The ground beef, the great ground beef cooking incident. The great ground beef cooking incident. Okay, should I call Will over? Let's see. Because probably by the time he gets here, food done in 5. Let's fucking shit. Let's fucking shit. Check the bread. Okay. Bread check. Needs a little bit. Couple more minutes. I think, honestly, by the time the meatballs are done, let's fucking shit! Now, let's test this out. Test her out. I'm gonna pop a ball. I'm gonna test the degree and then I'm gonna pop a ball. Let's fucking shit. I want the world to know. Gotta let it go. All right, we're at 150. We are at 150, so let me grab one of these. Put it on this here plate. Let's fucking shit. I want the world to know. Gotta let it go. Okay. It's a little pink. You can't really see it in the camera. It's a little bit pink. Let's fucking shit. I want the... It's alive! Well, we really want the opposite. We want it to be dead. It's giving Beauty Guru 2015. I mean, it's almost cooked. It's just a tiny little bit pink. So I'm gonna put this one back in. You're gonna go back with your siblings. You thought that you were special, but you're not. You were just the first. You were the tester. Okay, now the bread. The bread. Okay. Big. It's pretty good. Let's see what we got here. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? No, because I'm gonna wait until these balls are done. Then I gotta throw it back in with the cheese on top. The bread looks good. Now they're gonna bully him. Wait, sad. Will said, KK, finishing game. All right, hopefully this is good. The first time that we're going full improv style. All right, this has now been almost 20 minutes that they've been cooking. I feel like they've got to be done. It's got to be done. Does it smell good? It does smell good. All right, let me check one more time. The internal temp. Pick one of these. How old are you? How do you not know how to cook? I'm literally 12. Okay, we're at 156. Also, bro, a lot of people don't know how to cook. Sorry that you're a professional chef up in here. Also, I am fucking cooking. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, this is at 162. We're almost there. How do you not know how to cook? Chatter says, as I am almost done cooking. Okay. Well, that was at 163. 165 is for grilling, just cut one open. I mean, when I cut one open, the last one, it was almost done. So I have to imagine that this has gotta be. It's gotta be. Gotta be, as we say in softball. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it, I'm going for it. Let's fucking shit. I don't know. I don't know if it's ready. I don't know, I'm stressed out. It does need more salt though. It does need more spices. My Irish side was showing. Unfortunately, okay. Let's come in with some Italian. Let's come in. Some salt. Some pepper. Okay. All right. Dude, I need Will here. I need him to test this because I get too scared because I have a very sensitive stomach. They're in the sauce anyway. They'll be fine simmering. Gabagool. No, I added hella extra spices. Did you not see it? I put so many in. That's why you normally test one meatball before you add all of them, so you adjust the seasoning in the bowl before cooking. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Dude, where the fuck is he? He's playing some game. All right. These have got to be done. I think that's it. I think I'm gonna call it because I want to put them on the bread and put some cheese on. So we're just gonna do it. Okay. Let me take these off. And then I've got, oh wait. Take these off. So I do 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna go for it. Let's go, let's do it. Let's do it! So we gotta put the, we gotta put the cheese. Put some more sauce on it. It's gotta be cooked. There's no other option. Okay. I'm kind of putting like the little bits because surely those must be fully cooked. You can break them up if you want. Yeah. They kind of broke up a little bit in the pan anyway. Dude, I freaking love meatball subs. They're so good. All right. Okay, let's put some sauce on this. Sauce it up. Sauce it up. And then we're gonna put the cheese on top. It's gonna be freaking fire, dude. Freaking fire. And Will has to get his booty in here. This is gonna be done. Okay. All right. Sauce it up, and then cheese. All right. Perfect timing. Hold on. It needs 30 freaking. Okay, so Will, the name of the game. The name of the game was I don't buy groceries.
Right.
I don't have a recipe. I simply use whatever I have.
And I bought you a few extra things.
Wait, what'd you buy?
The bread
When did you buy that?
today. The limes, the avocados.
Wait, you bought this today?
Yeah, because I knew you'd need stuff.
Will!
What?
The name of the game was supposed
You
to be
didn't
not
know,
buying
though.
stuff
I
today.
wanted you to succeed.
William! I thought we just happened to have those.
We did.
But how did you know that I would end up using the ciabatta?
Because there was nothing in the fridge. Make a wish.
Wait, really? You bought this today?
Yeah.
Frick!
What do you mean? How about thank you?
Slattern, thank you for the 5 gifteds.
How about thank you?
I mean, thank you, but also that feels like it doesn't count then because you specifically knew I would need things.
I'm always buying things that I know proactively you're gonna need. How do you think food ends up in the house?
I buy food too!
Are you really gonna make this? You always go, what food we got?
I buy groceries.
Do it. Tee off. Tee off.
Ah!
In the chest?
Wait, I thought you wanted me to! Wait, I
You just
thought
punch me in the heart?
I thought you told me to! I'm sorry. Oh my god. You're scaring Furley. Flunky, thank you so much for the 5 gifteds.
Who punches someone in the heart?
Sorry, that was really bad.
It's crazy.
I
Stomach!
really didn't mean to do that.
No, it's okay, Farley. It's okay.
Oh, my bad. I know. What if I like punched him in the throat?
That would have been the crazy. If you just went, "Gah!"
Or in the dick?
No.
Eepy Lupo, thank you for the 10 gifteds. All right, well, I think we're ready.
Wow.
Oh my god, I'm sweating my dick off.
What? Swear at us.
Just wait.
Okay.
So, this is gonna get you hard. Okay, sorry, my dad's probably still watching because he was helping me with this. This is,
What?
this is a meatball sub.
Where'd you get a meatball?
I made them.
Oh, nice.
All right, so we put, so do you want any more sauce on it?
Well, let me try it.
Okay.
A ciabatta meatball sub.
Now there's more, ooh, I forgot to turn this off. There's more meatballs
Okay.
and there's sauce in here.
Okay.
Okay,
Here I go.
here you go. Do you want some carrots on the side?
That's one of the best things you've made.
Shut up.
Oh, really good.
Shut up. No way.
Really good.
Oh, I'm so sorry again. Wait, I didn't mean. Wait.
Why do you keep punching my tits?
I'm so sorry. They're just so like, you know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Who punches someone's tits? I remember I was boxing a girl one day, and I punched her tit one time, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
My bad. Wait, it's good. Do you want more sauce? Do you want some more meatballs? What does it need?
No,
Let
it's
me
great.
try. Oh. Wait, that is good.
It's really good.
We homemade the meatball. Vaping while you're having your food? Wait.
Put clothes on. I got a stream.
Okay. This is so good. I cannot believe this man will vape in the middle of eating a delicious meal. Shouts out to my dad. Shouts out to my dad for helping with that. Shouts out to you if you gave me good advice. We did it, and now I'm going to make one. And I think, honestly, this turned out pretty damn good. I'm gonna put some more sauce in. So I think Farley got so scared. He was like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, with all that tit punching going on.
I know.
Good job, bub.
Wait, are you not gonna eat it?
I'm gonna take it with me.
Okay. Are you happy? Is it good?
It's great. Thank
Yeah?
you. Yeah, I love it.
It's not, you're not gonna die from it, you don't think?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Love you, bub.
Okay, love. Enjoy. There's more if you want more. All right. Look at this. Look at this. Cheese melting. Oh, shit. I just got that on the laptop. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Uh-oh. I just got sauce in the keyboard. My fucking bad. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Hopefully I didn't... Oh, I just started recording. Okay. Shoot. Hopefully it's fine. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That is so good. That is freaking so good. Let's fucking shit. Let's go. Let's go. Look at this. So good. God, you just can't go wrong with a meatball sub. Okay. Let's move us over. Somehow? Oh wait, no, I definitely have some specs, but yeah, I definitely have some specs on this. Oh yeah, no, definitely. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Well, my Portola shirt. My Portola shirt. Okay, this is actually so fucking good. Let's move us over. Wow. Emerson, thank you for the 5 gifteds. EB, thank you again for the 10. Flunky, thank you again for the 5. Slattern, thank you for the 5. Snark, thank you for the 5. Liquid Trains, thank you for 10 months. Private Pile, thank you for 36 months. Jack Showtime, thank you for 23 months. Thresh Prince, thank you for 27 months. I'm Not Daredevil, thank you for the 43 months. Fenric, Thank you for the 28 months. Beep, 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 beep. Mad Evie, thank you for the 27 months. Wow. Okay, y'all. That was really exciting. That was really, 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 really exciting. I don't want that. I don't want that. That's not what I want. But I beep bup bup. Was there a little tiny bub? Was there a little teeny tiny bub in the corner? Okay. All right. Okay. So, here's what we are watching tonight. We are going to watch a film that I have referenced before multiple times by a director who I have talked about multiple times. It's a film that came out in 2024, directed by Jane Schoenbrunn. And it is the film I Saw the TV Glow. Now, I want to just explain something with this film that I think is important to keep in mind while you watch it, okay? This is a film that is much more interested in the emotional, in the surreal. It's not going to be a film for everyone because of the way that the story is told and because it is very liminal and surreal and bizarre and strange, but it's so beautiful. It is a film you do not need to be a person who is, you do not need to be trans or queer and have struggled with your identity, I think, to emotionally connect with this film. I think you can still have a real emotional experience. And I think, too, it's just fascinating. It's really fascinating the way that Jane visually presents this film. Do I need to be high as shit? You don't need to be high as shit. It might be a cozy experience. Thank you so much for this. Been really wanting to watch this one. So I just wanted to say that because this was a film that was really, I don't know if polarizing is right. Polarizing because half the people who saw it had a very emotional experience with this film. And a lot of people saying that they have never seen like a film that metaphorically and allegorically deals with trans and queer identity presented this way. It is very much not a mainstream type of queer film. It has the makings of a cult classic. It just came out 2 years ago, but I do believe that this is a film that already holds an important place in queer cinema and will continue to be a standout. So it is, it's very different from other more mainstream types of films, but it is really, in my opinion, it's a really beautiful experience. And it had one of my favorite soundtracks of any film in 2024 and some of my favorite visuals. And I think there's just so much with this film that I am dying to talk about and dive into. There's so much imagery, the visuals, the symbolism, the metaphor, like everything. And yeah, it's just so impressive. And it's Jane's second film because they planned out this trilogy. And the first film in the trilogy is We're All Going to the World's Fair. And that was also Jane's directorial debut. That came out in 2021. And then they got a bigger budget for this film. And it is produced by Emma Stone and her husband. They're among the film's producers. It premiered at Sundance. And it's the second of Jane Schoenbrunn's Screen trilogy. I don't know that movie, but it sounds very exciting already. I'm ready for that surreal ride. Yeah. So I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of just kind of wanted to give a little bit of that. And Jane, when talking about this film, said that they first started to write it when they were transitioning. It was the project that they were writing as they were transitioning, and there was just all of these feelings and a lot of feelings that like are mashing up against each other. And this is also a love letter. This film is a love letter to media, and in particular 90s media. And I think there's something about, especially millennials, because Jane is a millennial. Millennials, I think, were really one of the first generations to where television was such a big part of their identity forming, such a big part of people's upbringing. And there were a lot of shows in the 90s that a lot of queer and trans millennials grew up with and like literally formed their identities around. And even if it was not media, which most media wasn't, but even when it was not media that was specifically made for and by queer people, there was still like discoveries to be had that resonated with their queerness as they were growing up in in environments that were still really conservative, right? Growing up in the suburbs in the 90s must have been it was a very confusing time for a lot of people, but especially young queer and trans kids. So it's definitely a love letter to media, to specifically 90s media, to the show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. And that is a show that Jane... that meant everything to Jane when they were a young kid in the suburbs in the 90s and first discovered that show. I didn't discover Buffy until the 2000s, but that show was very, very formative still. Yeah. Okay. What else can I say on it? Beep, 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 beep. Yeah. So anyway, I don't expect that this is a film that everyone is going to vibe with, and not necessarily because you're like, I hate the queer experience. No, it just might not be, it might be too slow. It might be too surreal. It might not be, the non-linear elements of it. Some people just prefer different types of, a different way for stories to be told. It might be really confusing. You might not understand it. So what I would say is like, you just go along for the ride. This is a film that I think you just have to really let enter into your whole being, and you just experience it. You experience it. It's a very emotional, the logic is very emotional logic. It's very surreal. Some people like different types of surrealism too. Yeah. This might even be something if you're a surrealist. Like there's Lynchian elements to it. It definitely has Lynch elements. Jane has their inspirations, and one of which is David Lynch. It's like how David Lynch doesn't hit for some people. Yeah, exactly. But I hope that you will give it. I hope you'll give it a shot. I hope you'll even partake in viewing a piece of it, because I think it was one of the most interesting films that came out in 2024, and I think it's one of the most beautiful films that relates to not just the experience of being trans and queer and struggling with that and trying to come into that, but also for anybody who kind of struggles with nostalgia, right? The double-edged sword of nostalgia. I think a lot of people who feel alien, who feel like they don't belong, even though they've done nothing to merit that. And I think it's just the kind of internal battles that are that are waged within us, that rage within us because of the environments that we grow up in, which are so often repressive as fuck, like on so many different levels. And anyway, I definitely found things in this that resonated with me, that I felt deeply towards. So, that being said, hi. There's the guy from Detective Pikachu. Yes, Justice Smith. Justice Smith stars in the film. Space Girl Luna, thank you for the Prime. Big White, thank you for the 9 months. Thank you. I've also been wanting to watch this film for a while. It's just one where it's like, okay, I gotta be in the right space. I don't want to feel like I'm rushing. I don't want to feel like I'm too tired. I want the energy to feel right. And I've been wanting to show this for a minute now. All right, we're changing things up. Uric Sphere, thank you for the tier 1. Amateur Phantom, thank you for 20 months. We're changing things up with the intro here. For the first time ever, which means you have 1 minute. Here is Nicole Kidman in the AMC ad. You have 1 minute to go get your snack, to go get a drink, to go get cozy. You usually have more than a minute because I have to get things ready, but this is a minute long. Everybody rise for Nicole Kidman.
We come to this place for magic. We come to AMC theaters to laugh, to cry, to care. Because we need that, all of us. That indescribable feeling we get when the lights begin to dim. And we go somewhere we've never been before. Not just entertained, but somehow reborn. Together. Dazzling images on a huge silver screen. Sound that I can feel. Somehow, heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Our heroes feel like the best part of us. And stories feel perfect and powerful. Because here, they are. AMC Theaters. We make movies better.
Okay. Wow. Heartbreak feels good in a place like this. Ernesty, thank you so much for the 10 gifteds. Okay. Alrighty. Give me 1 second, y'all. Katya's impression is so good. So freaking good. Okay. All right. Alrighty. Farley, are you ready for this? You ready for this? Bum 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 ba da bum 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 ba ba da ba 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 da. Let me check this really fast. All right. Okay. Okay, everyone. Okay. Oh, let me end my stream. Start that. Okay. All right. Hi, Bubbas. You want to watch this with us? There.
Another season.
So,
What do you make of this town? Here I have been taking the long way around. Do you like me? Keep closest to the most familiar friction.
I just love the soundtrack.
If this is order, it's even more brutal this fall. Soon you won't see me on
So good.
Dear acquaintance, even if this isn't over, what else could take shape? How will you remember it?
Soundtrack is amazing.
Acquaintance, even if this isn't over, what else could take shape? How will you remember
So, yeah. Like I said, this is a film that very clearly is a personal film for Jane Schoenbrunn, the director, who also said it's not autobiographical, but is a deeply personal film. And and they wrote this when they were going through, when they were finally transitioning. It is about the egg crack, the moment in a trans person's life when they realize that their identity doesn't match up with their assigned gender, with the body that they're in. And that's something that Jane has talked about a lot in interviews with this film. But I think it's a love letter. You know, it's a love letter to not just the director's younger self and current self, but also a love letter for all queer and trans people. Jane said that that they wanted to make movies for my people. And I think that's very much what this film is. This is not commercial. This is not a mainstream queer or trans film, which also is why I think people kind of struggle with it. But it is deeply ambitious. It is visually beautiful. It is very emotionally rich. And I think there's a language here. I think there's a language here that even if you don't speak that language, you can still understand through the connection. Thank you for showing this. I'm going to start HRT soon. Seeing it for a second time has helped me solidify my decision. This movie's surreal, but it feels like my literal life experience. Yes, it's a very surreal film, but it's a very real experience for a lot of people. This is the first time I've seen transitioning portrayed in media that I felt that I like related to: the coffin, the dead naming, the illing of a self. Yeah, the sense of suffocation. And I think this is one of those films that's bottom up versus top down. A top down kind of more mainstream trans and queer film that's like a little more neat, a little more explanatory, a little more like, here's plot and here's a big beautiful speech that surely would be the clip they used for the Oscars. And it's tidy and it's all about, you know, here's this, it's a tidy, beautiful narrative of coming out and having that be affirmed. And it's not that there's anything wrong with that. And honestly, what so impresses me about Jane is that there is really still not a ton of trans representation, and certainly not a lot of trans people behind the camera and in front of the camera. But Jane is still a director who does not want to, even in a world where there's still such a few films about the trans experience, is so uninterested in doing anything commercial, anything mainstream, anything that's like too neat and tidy. And I think this film really, really puts you in this experience. Like, it's so enveloping that you experience this film emotionally, because it's not a film that's interested in like a linear, riveting type of plot. It's about free association. It's like you see these images, it evokes these feelings. You hear these lines of dialogue, you see these characters, and how does that make you feel? It's a visceral, the more hyper-specific, the more universal type movie. Yeah, it's incredibly visceral. And I know a lot of trans people who watched this film felt that they had never seen anything that so acutely captured the experience, especially for millennials who grew up in the 90s, were very similar to Jane in that media was a lifeline, that they would find a piece of media, even if it was not explicitly made for or by trans and queer people, but they would find a connection to it. And like that was a big part of forming their identity. And and having anything, having that thing that, as Maddie says, the pink opaque sometimes feels more like real life than real life does. And I think the having the show end suddenly, the show's cancellation, that is an allegory for letting go of your forced identity, your heteronormative, socially forced identity for who you really are. That it's like this show that ends in an unresolved way and there is no more show. But what that means is, I think it's like this path that is now closed, and it's time to be on the path that you really are meant to be on. And I think once I cross over and pass this man, I never want to be outed. It's a personal decision, but recently I've been thinking that maybe that's not the right way either. Seeing this honestly made me feel that maybe it's actually important. Maybe it's true that other trans people need to see other trans people who've made it to the other side, who are living and thriving. This one was really heavy. Thanks for sharing it. All love to you. All love to you on your journey. And that is something that you can decide, and only you should decide for yourself. But I think this type of media is, this is the type of stuff that really makes you feel. And I think for non-trans and non-queer people, it's a piece of media that when you let yourself live in it, it will open you up in a way that makes you feel so much more connected and makes you feel so devastated that anybody is out, that anyone is still out there, that there are so many people still out there who feel like who are being suffocated because they are not able to live authentically. Did you first see this in theaters? No, I saw this. I saw this when we were at our old place. I rented it one night. Yeah, and I think gosh, this film, it's so visually gorgeous too. It is such a love letter to the 90s media. There's so many parallels, obviously, between Pink Opaque and Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I think the two characters of Maddie and Owen are representative of the two paths, where Maddie is post-realization and Owen is pre. And when Maddie comes back, Maddie tells that story about how she was buried and then she came through on the other side. It's just like whole gorgeous metaphor. And the thing is like, who knows if people were like, is Maddie real? I don't know, but I don't think, again, the point is any type of literal understanding. It's about, how does this make you feel? What does this evoke? What free association are you conjuring from the images that you're seeing? And I think what I take from her story is that Maddie is the person who is living authentically, who did, leave, and still after leaving was struggling to be living their authentic life. And then they finally made that transition. I don't mean it, not necessarily literally, like literally Maddie is trans, but transitioning into their authentic self. And I think too, with this film, Jane is not interested in any specific labels here, anything being like one way. I think this is a metaphor overall for for the trans and queer experience. And Jane is a non-binary trans femme. And like I said, this is a very, very personal film for them. And you can feel that. Like you can feel this being a love letter and also a lifeline to the kids who are still out there, the adults who were once kids as well, and can see themselves in this. Justice is queer. Jack Haven, Maddie Zechter's Envy. You can tell they put so much in their roles. The scene of Maddie talking to Owen at the bar felt like Maddie coming out. My favorite scene. It was Maddie too, reaching back for Owen, wanting Owen to come along, and Owen couldn't. Owen couldn't do it. And then Maddie leaves, and then there's that scene at the end. And I think, again, you can interpret it. It's up for interpretation. Does Owen have there, is that the egg crack moment, or is that finally the accepting of the egg crack moment? Or do they put it back? Do they continue to just try and conform to this life that they have conformed to for so long? So I would say every day I see people post on trans subreddits, I'm age here, is it too late to transition? I just want to grab them and scream, no, it's never too late. There's still time. That's why the shot in this film with the chalk drawing, there is still time, just gets me. It fucking gets me. There is still time. But the longer that you live not as your true self, the deeper it suffocates you. And I think remembering there's still time, but also, I don't know, it's like you can't force anybody. And of course, external environments and factors will force that suffocation longer for others. But it is the sooner that you accept that you can accept who you are and everything else be damned, the sooner you get to live your authentic self, you know? Owen is apologizing at the end and Maddie told him never to apologize. Yeah, I know. When she says to him, don't apologize. Put a 1 in chat, by the way, if this was your first time watching it. This is my second time. It's such a great rewatch. I would definitely recommend watching it again. Yeah, I figured there's probably not a ton of people who have seen this. My friend reads the end as positive, but I still kind of think it isn't. And like I said, that is the beauty of this film and how lyrical and poetic it is, and how surreal and how just dreamlike and non-literal and non-linear, is that there is a lot open to interpretation. There are there are things you can take away from this depending on depending on like who you are and what you want to take from it. Hold on, I was looking for I saw the TV glow. I think this is at the Spirit Awards. Yeah, here they are. And okay, wait 1 second. This is one of those two where there is so much symbolism in this. There's so much symbolism in this film. I can't even explain it all. And there's still things that I've missed, even watching it twice now. But this is one of those that I think a deep dive YouTube essay, if you want to if you want to see all these things you may have missed, but also watch it again. And I just want to say thank you too for people watching this film, sticking around. Like I said, it's Lynchian in its qualities, and I know this type of filmmaking, this type of storytelling is not for everyone, and I think the fact that this film was split because people went into it expecting a story with more of a narrative to grab onto, that they wanted more of an education in queerness and trans identity rather than this being something that just you're fully immersed in. So it's not a film for everyone, not necessarily because of the themes, right? Like the themes and the content of it. But I think because it so thoroughly rejects a mainstreaming of a trans identity film, and because it's not interested in any type of like strong literal interpretation of a plot, and it's like, I'm going to show you beautiful images, I am going to evoke very strong visceral emotion, and I hope that you dive in. I hope that you jump in and you just let yourself be submersed in all of it. It's definitely a film talking to trans people, not just about us. Yes. Yeah. Really interested in the character of the mother. She felt like the most pure part of the illusion, but she also reinforces the halo of the medicine. So my interpretation is that his mother is very protective, but restrictive and very like comforting to him. But when she dies, it kind of just pushes him further into this place of isolation and coldness and this cold, isolated reality. Space Magic, thank you so much for the 5 gifteds. Thank you. Thank you. Isaac, thank you for the gifted sub. And it's sad and then there's like the whole nostalgia of it all, and nostalgia being this double-edged sword where nostalgia can be very comforting. It can be it can produce kind of this warm, fuzzy, comforting feeling, but it can also, I don't know, it can be a trap too that stifles your growth. And then I think as well the aspect of when Owen grew up and kind of was just living the reality of adulthood, never having gotten out of this place, never having accepted who they are, and watching the show now on streaming, right? It's a show that it's at a totally different point of his life, and also there's not the mystery and the secrecy around it anymore of having to sneak out of the house and watch this thing that you're being prevented from experiencing. And I don't know, I think there was almost like a subversiveness in that too. And then by the time it ends up on streaming, it's like, it's just right there. And I realize that I felt totally, I felt totally different about this when I was a child, because I don't know, I guess I was just a child and living in this fantasy fictional world. Breaking the fourth wall, I feel, also gives the film sense that this film is sending a message particularly to trans viewers. Yes, and I think too that was meta on how shows in the 90s were. 90s shows very oversaturated, kind of campy, silly costumes and bad special effects, breaking the fourth wall. So there's that, like, being meta, a TV, a 90s show within a 90s show within a film in 2024, but that takes place in the 90s or starts off in the 90s. But then also, yes, this sense of like looking in the mirror. I think I got that feeling a lot watching this film, as the characters are looking in the mirror. And I think Owen is a character who looks in the mirror and cannot accept what is looking, who is looking back. Here's the I Saw the TV Glow team. This was at the Indie Spirit Awards.
Let's get the boys in here.
What's up?
We are the boys and
No more. Yo, I don't have a subscription.
We're here with the entire team from I Saw the TV Glow. We've got Jack, Jane, and Justice. So tell me a little bit about the experience of watching this film evolve and have people start to really connect with it in the very way that your film is talking about.
It's moving. That's the simple answer. You know, you hope that the film is going to resonate. All you can really do as the artist is try to work from an honest place and be naked with it, you know, put it all out there, and seeing especially younger people, especially queer people, feel not just seen by the movie, but maybe a little less alone because of the movie is just like humbling and fucking cool, you know? It's cool.
I mean, people are coming out as trans faster than their passports can be revoked. So, you know, time is actually on our side.
We've talked about the idea that representation in any genre is important, but queer representation in horror always really hits in a specific way.
Yeah, that's another thing. Oh, sorry, my camera is so tiny. That's another thing that I wanted to talk about is I think the sense that you, at least for me, I really get the sense of how being a queer and or trans kid, and not just during that time in the 90s, but, you know, still really conservative growing up in the suburbs. There's not as much conversation and certainly not as much trans-specific media that there is today. But it's a terrifying experience. It must just be so confusing and scary, and there's like this feeling of horror when you feel like you're in this liminal space between the reality that you're growing up in, but then this other world, and existing in the in-between and being confused and feeling like something is wrong. That's the feeling. And that's what Owen expresses to Maddie when he goes, something is wrong with me. I know it. And my parents know it. Because I think that is something that a lot of queer and trans kids feel, is they feel something's wrong. And that's because the society that they are growing up in and being conditioned under makes them feel that it's wrong. Love the 90s quirkiness. It's endearing. It also makes me see how far we've come in developing the art form. It makes me sad to say Owen was embarrassed because they're so sadly unkind to themselves, but not because they're unkind, quite the opposite, but because they've been taught to be unkind. Yeah, it's when something is wrong with you, it's your fault. And when something is wrong with you, and something is wrong with you because you do not fit in with everyone else, you feel alienated, you feel isolated. And that's why horror has always historically been a genre that queer and trans people and artists are drawn to. I think the sense of feeling like a monster because you're treated as such, the sense of, you know, being isolated and alienated, and and also like the literal transforming, you know, the whole history with like werewolves and queer identity.
Why do you think it works so well, horror and the queer experience?
Ooh, because we experience so many horrific things on a daily basis. I don't know. I feel like horror has always been it's like queer people are to a moth as horror is the flame. What is the analogy?
Yeah. No, you got it right. That's what they say.
And I don't know why. Maybe because there's like horror embraces camp and queer people love extravagance. I don't know. I feel like that's stereotypical. I don't know. But I love horror. And queer people love horror. And queer people love our film, and our film is a horror film.
I think camp makes sense. You got so much style in this movie. It's definitely within that vein, yeah?
I think that a lot of people think of us as horrific, maybe, right? Like, yeah, people look at queer people sometimes and they go, I'm scared of you. You seem gross to me.
Yeah, but we see that the world is always faking everything, and it's really uncomfortable and creepy. And when you're queer, you can't deny certain things about that lie. And so horror is exposing what's underneath, which is like this rotting thing.
So dropping pretense. To that end, I have to ask you about your jacket and your decision to represent Palestine on the blue carpet tonight. Talk to me a little bit about politics and indie filmmaking.
I mean, free Gaza, free speech, indie filmmaking, I don't know. I think we just have to stay vigilant and stay brave and honest with ourselves and what we represent. And we can't confuse what it means to be independent. What it means to be independent is to stand in solidarity with the people who are being stolen from on this earth.
Can art fight fascism?
No, fucking bricks can fight fascism.
Justice, anything to add on that one?
Art can motivate people to fight fascism. Art cannot fight fascism, no.
Important distinction. Where do you hope this
Fucking bricks will fight fascism.
project takes people next? What do you hope I Saw the TV Glow inspires in the people who watch it?
Yeah, and I think the combo there is that you watch something that makes you feel connected and empathetic and inspired to pick up that brick, inspired to join the fight with all oppressed people against the systems of oppression, to throw the fucking stone. Literally.
I mean, I hope people just understand that we are all one organism dreaming together.
We are. We all warm under the same sun. We all dream under the same stars. We all look up at the same moon.
I think it's cool that we have contributed something to a cultural language or lexicon that paints transness as an authentic experience and not like a series of images defined and created by people leering at us. And I hope that the film continues to contribute to that evolution as more great trans art gets made.
When it comes to the future of filmmaking, what are you the most excited about and what are you the most afraid of?
I feel like every year we break open
Garden Variety Cat Lady, thank you so much.
what is possible in film, the kind of people that we see in film. And every year I feel like I'm asked, like, do you think we've made strides in queer filmmaking or we've made strides in black filmmaking or whatever? And I feel like every year we get closer to not being asked that question, and these films are just
Can speak for themselves.
like every other film, you know? Yes.
I'm most excited for like 19-year-old queer kids with cameras to do some cool punk shit. And I'm least excited for 40-year-old straight men with cameras and lots of money to do boring shit.
The same shit.
I'm the least excited for there to be like a movie that's all AI about like a dog and it's voiced by AI.
What are you most excited for?
But I'm most excited about a film that's about an AI pig, and it's also a giant tortoise, and it has legs made of styrofoam, and it's voiced by Mel Gibson.
I heard that they can't get the AI talk yet. You know, like anytime you see people being like, look at this fucking game changer, like AI is like taken over, there's never dialogue because they can't program the AI yet to make it sound real.
This is what AI filmmaking is gonna sound like.
Ever.
But they can do AI rap generation. Like there are websites where you can like AI generate a rap.
Spit my rap.
Because I watched those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that too.
I was talking with my roommate last night about wizarding school. You know how every movie that does well kind of these days, it's like Wicked's kind of wizarding school.
I know.
Yeah.
Even like yeah, most movies are about like going to wizarding school, and that is a quick ticket to money.
Absolutely.
And
well, it was Ursula Le Guin's Earthsea was the first wizarding school.
And so really you just
Wait,
got to...
that is so funny because we just watched the first half of that Princess Weeks video where that is mentioned. And now it's mentioned
come up
again
with
in
a
this
good
interview.
wizarding school idea, and then you're set.
Yeah.
Congratulations and have an amazing day.
Love how this just turned into a key because, yeah, you know, it's like queer people, people who don't fit the fucking mold of society, people who are people who are here and existing and taking up space and creating art and really having a sense of self, like despite all the goddamn stupid fucking social barriers and the heteronormative BS that's still shoved down our throats. Like queer people have so much life. I think it's not just the like, you know, queer people love to key and have fun. But I think too, when you are a person whose existence is challenged on a daily basis by the fucking state that you live under, it just like makes you a person who's even extra alive. I don't know if that makes sense. But it's the like yes, needing to laugh, yes, finding humor and joy, and that being resistance as well. You know, joy as resistance, community as resistance. But yeah, I mean, just some of the most alive people I know are ones who have had to fight so hard and fight every day for the right to that life. Like that existence as resistance. I'm curious about their statement, art can't fight. They're saying that art is not enough to fight fascism, which is true. That, I mean, Jane literally goes, bricks will fight fascism, meaning we all have to collectively fight fascism. We may take inspiration from art, and that's the role art plays, and it's a very important role. But art itself isn't the thing that's fighting fascism. It's us throwing the bricks. I went through hell and back just to be myself, so I'm going to do it loudly. Yeah. What else was I going to say? Oh God, I would just die to talk to Jane. I would die. I hope I can connect with them because they have an upcoming film that I've talked about with Hannah Einbinder and Gillian Anderson, and it's such a film up my alley. I have been a huge fan of their work from the moment that I saw We're All Going to the World's Fair. That was their first feature, and I just really thought it was I was like, yeah, that's an artist right there. That is someone who is making art the way that they want to make art. Went to a screening of the film with a Q&A after. Someone in the audience said they watched the movie seven times, and James responded, "What is wrong with you?" That's hilarious. What are y'all's other thoughts? Did this film really speak to people here? Is this something that maybe you haven't seen before? Because I felt like in all the queer and trans media that I've watched, I had never seen anything like this, and it really stuck with me. And I'm not trans or queer. And I think there's still, though, the feeling of growing up in the suburbs and being alienated, feeling like you're a monster and you don't belong, because I grew up, in a mostly white area. And I just remember thinking to myself, I couldn't wait to get out. When I was in Iowa, I was like, I'm going to New York. I'm getting out of here. I'm bigger than this town. So that was something I really related to as well. And then also just like forming your identity in media, in finding something that, look, there were not a lot of Asian people on TV. So I had to find the connection where I could. And I know that's not the same experience as being trans or queer, but that's why I said, like, I think this film still has something for you, even if that's not your exact lived experience. Can we talk about the Fred Durst casting? The casting in this film is iconic. The soundtrack, the casting. My last thought for every person.
Believe it or not, Eraserhead is my most spiritual film.
What elaborate on that?
No, I won't. No one sees it.
That is one of my favorite quotes of all time. Elaborate on that. No. I think Maddie couldn't be truly happy until their friend was free too. Somehow it reminded me of a lot of the beginner's guide. The narrator can't find happiness in their own world until they try to understand. Yes, I agree. I think that was something that was devastating for Maddie, and why they came back, why Maddie comes back, because I can imagine as a person who has finally started to live authentically, that when you see people who are still repressed and are not doing that, it's like that's all you want for them is for them to be free. You know that feeling of being repressed. And I think it's whether, it's a mixture of internal repression and external. And I think when you internally let go, and even though you'll still face that external repression and societal forces, it's like, you are choosing that this is who I am, and I am going to be who I am. I loved it. It reminded me a bit of Matrix, Lynch, Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. Queer media always gets me to question my own stuff. I don't ever really change much though, but introspection is nice. Yeah, we love some introspection. We are in queer media. Aesthetically, this movie reminded me of the show Channel Zero. Oh, I love Channel Zero. Particularly season 1, where an adult man revisits a childhood TV show he used to watch that didn't act. Yeah, the season 1 is so good. I've held people's hands out of the closet, but my good friend, I dragged her out. Someone in chat rightfully was pissed off that Amelia Perez got all the attention when there's this movie. Yeah, I mean, look. Y'all know how I feel about that film. And it's unsurprising that this film did not make a singular wave with Oscar voters, but also Jane Schoenbrunn is someone who does not give a fuck about that and is making movies, is making art for her people, as for their people, as they have said. Sanitized queer media gets the Oscar attention. Yes, the more mainstream, the more commercial, the more like here it is. Let's lay it out for you, literally. What I felt most was just how hard having an identity you're not allowed to have, like there's no social space for you to exist, can be the suffocation, how it persists in your thoughts forever. It's the most heartbreaking, visceral representation of dysphoria I've seen. It makes me cry so hard, but it's such amazing people. You should watch their first feature if you haven't already, which is we're all going to the World's Fair. Yeah, we're all going to the World's Fair. It came out in 2021. As someone who cannot relate at all on a personal level, I can confirm that objectively the messaging really hits home because I still managed to connect deeply. Yes, and when you love trans and queer people, when you are in community with them, this is a film that you watch and it deepens that connection and it deepens that sense of, you know, we are all in this fight for all of us to be free and to not have not have some of us buried in graves and I don't know, life is so hard as it is. Life is hard enough, just the struggle of being alive, and nobody should have to experience that tenfold, experience even more of that because they're not allowed to exist as their true selves. I really appreciate showing us the movie. It was a little distracting metagaming with the chat constantly being like, what's going on? Well, that's that's classic. But that's why I said at the beginning, I was like, look, y'all, I'm just going to give a little speech here, a little disclaimer, which usually what I will do on an older film when there are things in it that have not aged well. And so I just want to call it out before we get to that part and everyone's like, ah! But this is one where I said, this is not a film. This is not going to be a film for everyone. People will go, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because the literal force, the little parts of their brain that wants to like understand everything. And when they have a question, be like, wait, I need the answer to this. That is not, you're not going to get that from this film. So that's why I was like, just come along for the ride. Let yourself be submersed in it, you know? Let yourself just be okay with it being strange and bizarre and not, you know, you're not sure what's real and what's not real, and you're not trying to figure it out like a puzzle. It's not a math equation. It just is, you know? It just is. People were going crazy with the relationship dynamics when we watched the Before trilogy. I know. And look, there are the things about this being on Twitch, about doing a film class with the films we watch here for thousands of strangers on the internet. Although, you know, this community, I don't consider it to be straight. We're a community, but you know, it's like people will tune in and go, what's going on? What's happening? What is this? What's the movie? As it's pinned right there. That should tell you everything, is people will still go, what we watching? And it's literally pinned right there. So yes, on a film like this, people are going to go, I don't get it. I don't get it. What's going on? What is this? Asking all these questions, kind of getting ahead of things. And can't wait for Inland Empire movie night. There are straight up some films that I'm like, I don't think I'll ever show. I don't think I'll ever show that on chat. This was one that I wanted to show for a long time. I wanted to show this film for a long time because I've talked about this film. I think this is an incredible film. And I always kind of hesitated because I didn't want people who were emotionally connecting with the film in chat to kind of have that being ruined at all by people who were not getting it, or just were kind of being, I don't know, Twitch chatters about it. So hopefully this was still a special experience, because I do think that is what's special about doing film class on Twitch, is that we are here collectively. I know that there are a lot of people who would probably never watch these films I show, never have heard of them. And it's like a massive showing sometimes maybe it's like 2,000, or how many people? It was like 2,500 people watching I Saw the TV Glow. you have to imagine that's probably like the biggest showing of that film ever, which is remarkable. Like to me, I don't know how many people come in and out. I know the numbers it's not exactly what the concurrent viewership is. People come in and people come out, but that is remarkable. It's like, look, a film that came out, and when it came out, people were very split on it who saw it. It was not a mainstream, commercially driven film. But to have that many more people now be aware of it or have seen it, and I'm like, that's cool. That's super cool. So even if it's not something that you necessarily is your favorite film or that you super love, I still think it's a really special thing that we have this, and there are films that you otherwise wouldn't have watched or otherwise wouldn't have heard of, and just being here, even if you're not here the whole time, that exposes you to it, you know? There were like 3 people in the theater when I saw this, so sharing it with a big audience feels incredible. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm so glad I decided to watch it again, because the first time I didn't get it, and this time I cried like 5 times. Because I think the first time, and I think when I watched this the first time, I sat down thinking it was going to be a more straightforward horror film. And when I realized, oh, okay, I'm getting the vibe of this film. So I'm just gonna be. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not gonna be asking questions. I'm not gonna have these like expectations for plot. I'm just going to be very present and exist in. I'm going to be in the screen that I am watching and experience it that way. I only got here halfway, but I'll definitely have to watch it again in full. It was an interesting experience. Well, I'm glad you got to see some of it. So also, not everything is for everyone, and that's okay, especially when it comes to identity. Some things will immediately click for those who understand, have been through it, and others have to sit back and try to see another perspective. Yes, and I want to be clear. I don't think you're a bad person if this was not a film for you. Just like Lynch films are not for everyone. And so I don't think it's so much people saw this film. Well, some people, of course, I think straight up are like, what the hell is this? Thought this was going to be a scary movie. But I think for some people, it's the non-linear, surreal, the really oniric vibe of the film. So it's not that they're like, oh, an allegory for the trans experience. I don't think so. Just, yeah. Okay. So I want to make that clear, is if this was a film that either you fully didn't understand, I don't understand everything in the film too, but that's okay. Fully didn't understand, or you just don't necessarily connect with, or it was just too slow paced. That was a complaint I saw a lot, is people were like, the film is so slow paced. I'm like, it takes its time though. It takes its time. I appreciate that when a filmmaker like Jane just doesn't give a fuck. But anyway, there are reasons I understand if a piece of art like this is not for you. I just always I always ask, especially when it is a film that means a lot to people who this film was made for, I just always ask you to be respectful. You know how it goes. Be respectful. Understand that it's not, this film sucks, but this film was not for me. I think that's a better way of talking about a film that is a very emotional one like this, and is really important to the people who it was made for. So there are different ways that I will talk about films depending on what those films are, who they're made by, and who they're made for. Now, if it's a freaking stupid ass Daily Wire piece of shit, you go, this is a piece of shit. this is a stupid ass piece of shit. But in other cases, I often think it's better to say this film was not for me. And I think too, one reason that people get so angry in film conversation online is because people come out so strong. It's a very like, no, you're stupid if you like this film. Oh, is it just me, or is this film actually overrated? That's not a criticism of the film. That's a criticism of how many people love the film. And I think that's what people get so mad about. Whereas like, if you just go, not for me, and then you have your critiques and you're just always thoughtful about it, just always being thoughtful, especially like I said, when it's a film that's important to a lot of people. I find it difficult to watch any films of my own sometimes because my insanely frustrating ADHD on Sunday movie nights gives me the opportunity to see or rewatch a lot of films I've wanted to for a long time without getting distracted. This is what I've been trying to watch all month. Oh my God. Yay. So thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I do like this because it also does, it's also good for me to exercise watching films and not being on my phone. That's why I like to go to the theater, because I am not on my phone. But like a lot of people, I have gotten some bad habits with second screens. So yeah. Hands Bananas, thank you for the 25 months. I feel like this was a movie I didn't even know what to expect with, and I was confused for most of it, but also simultaneously understood a lot of the emotions in it, if it makes sense. Yeah, and it's like I could go through, more of the film and try to explain things or point it out, but I also am like, I don't think that's. I explained what I explained, provided my perspective, provided some of Jane's perspective since I've read hella interviews with them. But also it's like, I think if you get it, it's because you understand the emotions. That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Believe it or not, Eraserhead is my most spiritual film.
Mm-hmm. What will elaborate on that?
No, I won't. No one sees it.
Elaborate on that. No, I don't think I will. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. And like I said, there are some great YouTube essays that really dive into the symbolism. And if you wanted that, then it is out there for you. But anyway, all right. I have to go because I have to film something. And I completely forgot that I have to do that. And it's the thing that I talked about a couple days ago with Eric Roberts, which I probably shouldn't be saying publicly, but who gives a shit? We're all, things stay here in this. It's not like I give any details. It's not like it's a Nolan film or anything. Watch it turn out to be a secret Nolan project starring Eric Roberts. Anyway, I do have to go. I do have to go film that. We're doing it for the plot. Fun fact, I was watching this whole thing while having The Godfather Part 2 pause on my TV midway through. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you so much for another Immaculate Movie Night, Queen. You are so very welcome. Swirly, thank you for the 12 months. Thank you, Isaac, for the gifted. Sorry if I missed anybody else, but I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all as always. And that is all I've got for you. Okay, who's somebody I'm going to send you guys to Enemy Charlie. How about that? There you go. Send us to Will. Fuck that guy. I'm just kidding. I love him. But fuck that guy. No, that man has almost 5,000 viewers. Okay. He got almost 5K. He is doing well on his own. All right, y'all. I will see you tomorrow. I am also doing another Bit Fruity episode this week on Chapel Roan. I'm not kidding you. I am now the premier expert on Chapel Roan and all the controversies, and am now also the #1 Chapel Roan defender because I did an episode with Taylor Lorenz. She asked me to be on her podcast, and then Matt asked me to do a Bit Fruity. I have talked about this so many times, and I am not stopping. I'm like, who else? Who else wants me to come on their podcast to talk about this? Because I will. But I will post my schedule for the week tomorrow, but I will be live tomorrow night. Cool. Cool, y'all. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.